Thank you, doctors, for your time. This is a video title using free email consultation to generate patients. Why this works for one doctors and it doesn't work for many other doctors. So there is a secret mantra involved, and this is strategy number 2, the zero cost lead generation strategy using free things, the zero cost things, how you are going to generate some actual lead with real examples, and why the same thing is working for one doctor and it's not working for another doctor. So what is the secret mantra? What are the rookie mistakes that other doctors make while implementing? So the first thing we are going to do is a free email consultation. One of the most effective ways you can actually generate leads is, and some potential prospects, is on your website. Ask for a free email consultation. And this strategy has been pioneered by a lot of doctors who are taking it seriously. One person in India which came to my notice is Dr. Malpani. Now, Dr. Malpani and his wife both are doctors and both are IVF specialists, infertility specialists. They are the leading, Dr. Malpani is also a leading IVF specialist from India. He's one of the biggest, most successful IVF specialists in India. And his practice is thriving so much that nowadays he's more become of a philanthropist, social worker. He have also been invested in digital agencies and some other of his pursuits what he wanted to, and by and large today his wife and him both takes care of his clinic. Mostly it's responded by his wife, because now he have come to a plateau level of his success that he can pursue his another interest as an investor or as a philanthropist or as a social worker, whatever his keen interests are. So the key success here, the point here is, if you go to his clinic, if you go to his website, it is about infertility clinic. Now everything else is same except this is the point I want you to focus on. A free email opinion. It clearly says free email opinion. I was told, how I know it, because 10 years back, 2009-10, I changed my career from typical marketing sales to into digital, and a friend a connection of mine who used to, at that point of time, he used to manage digital. He was in the team of the digital agency who used to do digital work for Dr. Malpani. So I was introduced to Dr. Malpani and his free email consultation 10 years back, in 2009-10 era itself. And the interesting part is, I was told by that friend, the source unverified, that Dr. Malpani, Dr. Anirudh Malpani himself spends at least about 4 hours every day. So if you have 8 to 10 working hours every day, he spends about 4 hours working every day just to respond to these kind of emails. Now you can understand, if your working shift is like 9 hours or 10 hours working every day and you're spending like 4 hours only to respond to your email consultation, how serious and committed you would be to implement this kind of strategy and make sure that it's a successful idea. So this is a very effective idea. Dr. Malpani by and large built his major practice, most of his patients and his thriving clinic practice based on this free email consultation and using it in different permutation combination with digital stuff. So let's dive in this free email consultation. What is the idea and what are the lessons that we can learn? If you go to his website, it says free email opinion. Now the another thing is, if you go to the form, it says name, email, the question, upload the medical records, and there's one very interesting striking thing. If you would observe, he is not asking any mobile number. Now why it is important is, understand the psychology. Most people are, and it's absolutely okay to use mobile numbers, which I'm going to tell you in the second successful good example. But please understand, Dr. Anirudh Malpani follows the ethical practices. His clientele, which is an infertility kind of clinic, most of the person who actually look forward towards an infertility kind of treatment are basically the rich people. A normal middle class or poor person would preferably adopt a kid rather than going with a costly infertility kind of treatments, right? So doctor and one thing is there, as a psychology of the rich people, they do not like to give their mobile numbers and tell everyone, so that any and everyone is pushing them on mobiles for with the salesy and cheesy tactics. So this is the psychology of the rich people. Dr. Anirudh Malpani understands this, or maybe he's way too ethical or caring. The point here is in this entire email form that he have not asked for the mobile number. So his only way to politely persuade that potential patient is to first prove with his free email consultation that his consulting will be valuable to that patient, and then show them the care, and then persuade them through emails. And if I am a patient or you are a patient, you feel very safe that you will not be bombarded with cold calling and salesy messages and the promotional messages on your mobile phone or your smartphone. Now this is a wonderful example. What is the lessons that we can learn from this? The second example is that of a man matters, which is again a very good example. So let's actually go with the man matter thing first. This is another good example of using the same free consultation idea. This site is based on skin, derma and hair related products. It have included the free consultation, and it have gone it has, see, if you observe their website, it clearly says consult a doctor for free. They are focusing on free consultation, and their free consultation is both email and through phone, whatever is their way. But you can by and large book for a free consultation both on email or Zoom or phone. The focus idea is free consultation. Their entire focus of the promotion, the marketing is book consult a doctor for free, not book appointment. Most of the doctors in their clinic website, they have book appointment, but there they are focusing on consult for free. This is the main point. Here Dr. Malpani is focusing on free email opinion. That's the reason why they are able to generate such strong patient-based thriving practices, because people are more open to trial test you with some free consultation, and once you have cared about the patient and build the trust and care factor, then they will shell out money and become a paid patient. Now if you observe with this manmatters.com, this is a very good strategy. Both of these examples are good examples. You can use any of these. The idea is to start using this free email consultation or the free telephonic consultation, free Zoom consultation, video consultation as a strong practice in every way. And there are certain secret things that I will tell you, and one bad example. This is a good example. Okay, so if you go with this kind of form here, put it inbuilt on the website. You can use Google questionnaire as another way if you want to use this kind of checkout thing, or you can directly have this kind of simple inquiry form with a mobile number if you want. So whichever way you are convenient. If you want to go for this kind of question kind of forms, you can actually use Google questionnaire. There is a free inbuilt Google questionnaire. You can use that to have this kind of questions asked. So let's say I go with the skin thing. Now it clearly ends book a free consultation. Now it is book the free consultation. There's an English, the date, the time. Okay. And now they are asking for the patient name, address, email, and the phone number. So same thing you can actually incorporate. The idea is to book the potential prospects, potential persons using a free email consultation or a free consultation to generate some actual paid patient, and which in turn becomes a paid patient. And why this psychology works and why it doesn't work. Why this technique works for many doctors and why it doesn't work. So let's dive in. What is the secret mantra that makes it work? First, it's a permission marketing. It is ethical in nature. Only a genuinely interested person who has that kind of medical disorder, a high probability potential prospect, is going to waste his time and type all the message for that to fill the inquiry form for that free email consultation or a free telephonic consultation or free consultation thing, because today's smart patient knows very clearly that if he is giving his email and the mobile number, your sales team will be following up them with the follow-up calls for the paid consultation or paid treatment in the later dates. So they are aware about it, but they have actually given you their mobile number because they are potentially interested. Why this work? The psychology behind this works just like booking a free test drive for a car. If you receive an email saying book a free test drive for an automobile or car, the only reason why you will give your name, email, and phone number to book that test drive is when you are potentially interested. It has come in your radar that you have to buy a car sooner or later, and it is in your conscious mind, awareness inside your radar, in the top of the mind, that maybe next month I have to buy, so why not take a free test drive. So that is the same psychology that it works here. Uh, Another good part why this works is you are not just talking about how good you are and how good you can be. You are proving with some actions by a free email consultation or free consultation that how wonderfully you can serve that buyer better than your competitors is. So once there is a free consultation, may it be on free email consultation or a free telephonic Zoom video consultation, a potential prospect, you are demonstrating a potential prospect an idea of what kind of expected level of care and how you can serve them better, and they get an idea and hang of things how you will be potentially right fit for both of them. So this is the reason why this kind of free email consultation or free telephonic consultation strategies work. So now another good thing that happened for those doctors who are using Google Ads, uh, manmatters.com, whose example I just shown, they went to the Google ad, and in the Google ads they promote this free email consultation offer, the free consultation offer. So if you observe those who are doing many doctors who are doing the Google ads, dentists, they normally their ads wordings are like, best dentist in this town, book consultation, uh, we can serve you better, book consultation. But if you observe the Google ad wordings of this manmatters.com, it promotes the free doctor consult, free ask a consultation for free. The offer is ask free consultation. So the same free consultation or free email consultation, you can go front end and use Google ads to promote this thing. I was told that Dr. Malpani, which I quoted in the first reference of infertility clinic, he also used to use Google ads to promote the free email consultation at some point of time, maybe 5-7 years back. But as on immediate basis, some ready example that was there to showcase you for this during this time in 2022 while making this course. This was a ready example of Man Matters, where I can actually demonstrate you with the real example that okay, this is the way you can actually generate it. This ads was live at this point of time during making this video and course. So manmatters.com uses PPC Google. The point here is what they are promoting is not book appointment. They are promoting is a free consultation or free email consultation on the Google ads or on their websites. That is the strategy that we need to implement, and it does work, trust me. Both of this manmatters.com and also Dr. Anirudh Malpani have made their big practice most of their patients through this tactics, this strategy, and the same thing is what you can actually implement for your personal case. Now there is another thing while implementing it, why this strategy of free email consultation or free online consultation doesn't work for many other doctors. So this is the example that I was able to get this luckily while I was searching for this. This is another example which I'm going to show you. This was readily available. So this is some Vanad clinic. I do not know what it is because the website says Learn the Digital Vanad clinic. And in their ads, in the Google ads, the link was book free online consultation. So now when I clicked on that link, this clinic is for sexual treatment related holistic education, and they are bombarding with all this kind of big pop-up message. We are not able to read exactly what this sexologist doctor is actually interested in, what is selling. There is no mention of free email consultation, which clearly tells me that what you are telling on the Google ads in the SEO practices or and what is on their website is completely different. Chances are that you are lying, you are only talking, and what you mean is only canvassing me for salesy and pushy tactics. So why this the point, this was actually I was able to get this example somehow at this point of time during the making of this video. So this was a good example to showcase of what not to do. So this is not to do. This is a wrong way of doing things. So we have why this strategy doesn't work for many doctors. You will get an idea. Uh, why many doctors are not able to get return from this free consultation or free email consultation. First, because they are not committed or serious about using this strategy. There is no seriousness on the doctor part. They become too much into asking mobile numbers and bombarding with the pop-up message that we have just saw, uh, which makes it irritating for the patient, and the trust factor is lost. The care and the connection trust factor is lost. There's no clarity on the time frame. So when you are using this strategy, always mention that your message, you will receive an email from our side within 48 hours or 72 hours. So that is that time, because the problem is a patient, medical emergencies are often unplanned and unexpected. It is not a planned kind of thing when you really need a doctor, and a patient normally can tend to wait for 3 days or 5 days before he take a final decision. Any patient who is opting for a free consulting advice online or a free email consulting, chances are that he is going to take a final decision within 2 or 3 days or 7 days, right? So that is why he's now in wasting his time. The patient, the potential patient is wasting his time to actually type all those message, what his medical issues are, sharing his mobile number and email and the medical history with someone, doctor. The only thing they are thinking is if we can get something for free, and is it like or and after that we'll decide for the paid consultation, which is absolutely okay and acceptable, right? So the point here is there should be a clarity in terms of time frame, that from the doctor side, from the clinic side, the patient, the prospect is going to get a reply within 48 hours or 72 hours, because most patients from who is looking for actually for the free email consulting or the free consulting online, they are going to take a final decision on for the paid consulting or a paid treatment within next 3 to 7 days at the max. That's why they are actually first going for the free thing to get see if they really need to go for the paid thing, and then take a final call. So that's why I take this thing very seriously. These people are not taking it seriously. The point here was there should be a clarity in terms of time frame when the another person can expect a reply back. The another thing is I found some another website I went about 1 year back who was using this kind of tactic, and this email consultation was not working for them, because while writing this form, he have used a word, your email will be answered by the doctor or his team, right? So that clearly tells, but if you observe the email consultation here of Dr. Malpani, he himself spent about 4 hours every day to reply all these emails. Naturally, if you are spending like out of 9 hours or 10 hours of working hours, you are spending like 4 hours every day just to reply to this free email consultations, chances are very high that you will end up getting a lot more potential patients in next 3 to 7 days who are interested in you, if you are able to convince them, right? Which most doctors are. So if I'm a prospect and there are so many other doctors, and you have a reply that your email will be answered may or may not be by the doctor or his team, I'm not convinced that why should I share my medical history and my phone numbers with this doctor when there is no surety that this doctor himself is going to give me a response, or I'm going to get a response in next 7-10 days or 3 days, and it will be something serious. Himself doctor is not taking it seriously. So trust me, what happens is for a patient it's a very serious issue. For a doctor it's like, okay fine, I'm doing a free email consultation, but for a patient, if he's sharing his medical history and discussing his details and giving his mobile number and email, it's a very serious issue. They understand that your sales team is going to give a phone call and say and try to pitch them for a paid consultation or paid treatment. So but they are okay with it, they are acceptable thing it. That's why they are responding and entering their details in that free email consultation or a free consultation, just like you are okay and acceptable to go for a test drive for the car. So please understand, this is a basic reason. The only major difference why this strategy is working for these two people and it's not working for these another doctors, is these two people is taking it very seriously. He's spending like anything on Google ads to just promote this free email consultation. That means he's taking them seriously, you know. So this is very much in this free email consultation or free consultation strategy. Hope this was interesting to you. Thank you.